this time can be different from the last time at the Shanghai. It's for our team, our country, our region.
Are you nervous?
Just do my thing, trying to win, chasing the dreams.
I always think about my teammates. We're like family and brothers.
We're just 5 kids who enjoying CS, playing in front of the crowds. I have hope that USA people cheering for us. Yeah.
Everyone knows us. We need to be an inspiration to the younger generations.
Is it possible Mongols era starts in Austin?
Why not? I think we can. Just beat them and raise that trophy. Yeah.
I want to be the guy with the most trophies and also considered the best IGL in history.
We are really looking for the win. You have so much pressure on you, you're thinking about your game plan, you individually, you need to be good. Everything combined it's a lot. I don't think it's possible to sleep.
If you were to lift the trophy, who would you dedicate this win to?
To the haters?
My family, I say, my mom, my grandmother. I was 9 years old and my grandmother was following me in a tournament. So that's something I love.
A lot of people don't understand. They want they like to Cinderella stories, Faith or whoever they want. I want to prove them that it's bullshit. We know we're the big favorite. There is no doubt about it.
Let's get it.
Somebody flies home a champion. Somebody goes home destroyed.
Everybody woke up today thinking this was their chance. Only one team leaves with this trophy.
Flamesy to kick it off the teammate's flash. It's Techno down first, and it's an A site that's gonna get tested as 910 finds his slight opening. Single man advantage, Vitality slows it down. We're still just getting them stuck outside of that ramp though. Blitz gets a little bit of damage in, kills start to come back. Senzu's gonna try to save this.
Oh,
we go 2v2. They've evened it out for a second. Again, these slight mid-round pauses, but that bomb is gone. What do you have in the clutch? 910 early on.
Yeah, you got 910 in the 1-on-2. The guy who logs on today is the least hours of anybody else on this map. The least trophies, the least experience in this situation. And one of the most amazing op runs for someone of his stature in this playoffs.
Ooh, they let him have that space. So bombs planted, Glocks up. No kit for the two players. Rops takes a look before Apex arrives. Rops wants into the action, doesn't need his in-game leader to help him. Rops knows how to win. That is why he's here. That's why Vitality have made it. Inside of that smoke reside a couple players. He doesn't like the risk of it, so he'll go back, lean away from the murder hole as we get a little bit of an expedition over towards the ramp.
Feels like he's in purgatory right now. We got Flamesy trying to smooth out this angle. A couple of good fights coming the way of Vitality. First one, Apex wins.
Zywoo then catching good timing inside a connector, knows that that pinch could be inbound. Blitz is gonna try to recover this. Again, not everybody with the best weapons. Tech dying. What? A wallbang frag off that upgraded pistol. do what you must to try to break down this A defense, but it looks like it's still gonna stand tall. Good timing on the peak from Apex, and Vitality convert this one with majority still alive.
Yeah, and he was a little bit everywhere this round. When it was at the back of window, I think there were not enough answers right there. Mongols got close. They got to the doormat.
Cut shy so many times, but let's see if guns make a difference. Game begins here, round 4. Vitality established that buffer. How long's the lead last? Off the flash, Apex into the action, blitz. Ooh, almost let Apex regain his vision. Instead, we go 1 for 1.
He was in the Goldilocks zone right there between the molly and the smoke. Mzinho, he's been hitting some very intriguing shots.
And good timings. Takes a quick look at it. Opts not to swing wide, blitz getting ever closer. Bomb starting to get inbound as well. Techno simultaneously taking a bit of a look on the other side. Maybe hoping to keep Vitality busy, but they stay active.
Yeah, it seems like they're fully aware of the setup now, actually. Mzinho has he's already past the op line. He knows that no one's there on the site watching. This helps Blitz as well. He's the ward in the watchtower at the moment. I think the CTs don't know if they're found out yet, but Flamesy comes back to make sure.
Again, you know, we've seen little tidbits of timings from both teams. Vitality keep just stepping into the action right when Mongols 910's Molotov. It's perfectly placed.
And they can plant for that smoke.
This is
perfect
good.
Utility usage.
For as much as Vitality feels like they've figured it out, Mongols working with very little, put it exactly where it needs to be, and then we start to see some missed shots. Flamesy drops the ball. Rops, though, maybe they didn't anticipate that second player, so now 910 gonna be fixated on this as Blitz attempts to catch connections on the others, but it is a stoic-looking ZywOo towards the catwalk, and a late move here from Mezzy. All 3 players working with the kits, still 2 smokes out here. Vitality do have time to play, but that time's starting to add an extra layer of pressure. Rops, while throwing grenades, that's killed. The 910 has the cover. Mezzy's gonna try to close the distance. Blitz, good support. Mezzy in the middle goes down. Mongols perfectly pieced together.
You said game starts here, and it did. That rifle.
Very low buy for Vitality as well. When we saw how perfectly that utility went down for the Mongols last round.
Yeah, they're not actually in a spot to prod into mid. Mahone brought up in the video before, Messi's usually here on Cat. ZywOo in his position to take his ticket pick, and they're trusting Flamesy. He's been doing so good on the ramp, but this guy's just watching Palace for him right now.
Here we go, Cat challenge. Nice shots by Rops.
Did they get the bomb on the way or not? They didn't.
Oh, it dropped,
They did not get the bomb.
Bomb fell inside of the smoke. You can take that B site. Mezzy just hit that dink. That's a ton of damage through the wall bang. Again, the kills start to come out for the Mongols, but now they're starting to realize the error of their ways.
Oh, who needs a bomb?
Bit of a challenge for ZywOo, but he misses his shot. And that bomb will get scooped back up as Rops went down. Galil pressed between the 2. Catches ZywOo off. Flamesy, quick action into the play, but the bomb has gone the other direction, and his rotation back will be a treacherous path. If he thinks they're playing side by side, he is wrong. And as he comes through this doorway, he is cautious, but not cautious enough. Or is he? Flamesy collects it, but Senzu's there to trade. We go 2 rounds straight for the Mongols.
Nervous moment, nice shots from Flamesy.
They don't want to make a misstep. They don't want to fall to a mistake. USPs go swinging. Top middle control is everything. Coupled nicely with an underpass player as well. Singular USP frag comes out of Vitality. They stop wasting everybody's time, throw themselves at their enemies, and meet a bit of a brick wall. We are tied early on Mirage.
There's going to be certain benchmarks in this game to believe if it's even possible that Vitality lose.
This defense better answer.
It would have been less meaningful if the game was close, but it really wasn't.
Through smoke, huh?
Wow.
910.
Eyes closed.
Forcing Apex to call from the sidelines. Odds are it was just over top of the smoke, so would have had vision on the peak. You peeked into the wrong guy today because 910 is tapping into playoff form. ZywOo actually just shoots through smoke.
I think he just shot to find it off the top corner of the smoke.
Hell yeah.
Amazing play out of him off the timing alone. That is an X-Factor frag. Look how it changes the complexion of the round here for the T side. They're starting to loop back around, go into their final idea, but now without mid.
That's dangerous, man. Just chucking guns around top middle. At any point, this could have happened. CTs come to take a look. But as the CTs try to carve that path towards middle with a distraction on the catwalk.
That's 2 spotted.
Those are your A players. From connector back to the bomb site. Mzinho up close, gets his head ripped clean off. Flamesy already on the multi-kill. A little bit of a delay here from the Palace peak, but it is going to come in time. Flamesy going above and beyond. Triple kill so far. Dropped. 15 health here for Blitz. And a first frag needed by Mezzy in a clutch. Blitz scours the battlefield, will not find the timing on the peak, and the Brit posts one when needed.
Yeah, as the last man standing, we can lean on Mezzi to create lots of moments like this. We're going back to mid.
Slight limitation, but a faster pace. Mongolz gonna jump on this. Zywoo hears it coming. Blitz slides down, distracted by the Cat player. Unable to stop it on connector. Flamesy offers up his back. Apex gives cover. And again, this A side holds for a bit, but these Tech9s have found their opening yet again, and it's low health in sight. They try to take it over, but to do so, they'll have to still kill Techno, who plants that bomb on default. They'll join forces here. Vitality come in again, shoulder to shoulder. This time Mezzi with a bit more support in the Estonian. Space given over to Techno. He catches them off guard. But does he know about Mezzi, who's backed into another clutch, back-to-back 1v1s? This time, Techno has the equal amount of health, and the utility here to offset. Oh! Not gonna stop him. Techno in the zone.
And expressing dominance inside of mid. Oh, getting
nice
great
angle.
moments from Zywoo out of window on these smokes.
Perfectly positioned, getting a lot of impact out of this one, and they're not going to be able to stop him from repositioning either.
He's got so many openers or refrags from the spot.
Certainly trying to play like the best player in the world.
What's the Curdle defense? You got no one in ladder room. Again, even though we've got 5 CTs up, they're playing on the perimeter, sort of.
Not going to be able to really find these players, though. Hidden inside of this B site. Mezzi floating around the bench, gets early damage onto Senzu. Will clean that one up. He's trying to set up all the distractions so that Robs can do what he does. Hit you from the side. He'll do exactly that. Dropping bomb in the process. B site held. B site holds real strong. And so with a repetitive success story down towards A, we get a resurgence from Vitality.
But if you ask me, Mongols are taking over mid this often. If they get it consistently, they're definitely going to find their rounds. Zywoo down, but with a trade.
Apex in that pregame says he wants to be remembered as the greatest in-game leader to ever do it, that he wants to be the player with the most trophies.
Okay, here it comes, the full attack. The actual rotation from Vitality is incorrect. We got...
Man, no support elements whatsoever, just Mezzi singly sitting here. Sure, pistols in the front of this apartment's push ahead of that bomb, but it's also a question about joining up with the Cat hit that eventually Senzu's gonna put in place. Senzu floats around the ladder room. Here's that help. Apex is dead. Mezzi goes down with nothing to the hand of the Desert Eagle. Just the pistol to break open the site. And then Techno goes one better. Rotator also dead. And so working with less doesn't seem to hold back the Mongols.
They're here to put on a show.
And so Vitality are gonna have to prove that they can do it without Lilu. He will take his sweet time on this flank, and the Mongols not looking like they need much more time. But if Mzinho lingers with that bomb, Zywoo could have caught him. Insta-kill here from Senzu. Robs plays off of the balcony, but you still have Apex under wraps, hidden in the shadows, and he's making a move. Oh,
We can line this up.
Lets them plant. No way he lets that go down. Now he puts it on to the back of his teammates for the retake.
Wasn't spotted.
It got picked back up. 9-10.
Wait, look how Techno's scaling here.
Oh, shit! Just through the side of it, Mezzi. How many clutches can he be put into, and how many can he come up with? Health advantage once more. Hits the headshot. And so the Mongols will take a 2-run lead on the T side of their map peak. Proof is in the pudding. Vitality bleed.
What Mongols failed to do was win their map pick. They could win Nuke, but that was always Vitality's pick in the series.
Fast moves from Vitality, though. And one of the things in the kick-up of their T-side will be Flamesy on the entries, but a well-timed flashbang stopped it for a second. Little recoveries, we go 2 kills each. Senzu tries to find contact off Cat. Blitz is gonna go alone. Never mind, excuse me, him and Techno just split up, moving over so close together. And it kind of frazzles Flamesy out of his preferred post-plant position. Bomb down behind triple. They're gonna try to push at Senzu for a second.
Yeah, they've crawled up. Senzu, if he stays alive, we'll see.
Ticket players start to get that retake going. They have really closed the distance, but maybe to their demise. Senzu and Techno will clear out that bomb site, and a pistol win for the Mongols. That lead begins to grow.
Yes, this starts to get into insurmountable territory, especially with the confidence. Significant, actually, utility advantage to Vitality as they come onto the site. Mzinho, can he really stop this? 910 gets comfortable inside smokes as well.
Yeah, trying to lock it in. There doesn't look like there's fire here for 910. He'll find Mezzi's head instantly. Palace player delayed for a second. Flashbang gets the that is some shooting. That is 910 full control. Blitz right behind him.
Not even a Frenchman can do that with a Thomas. No, it looks like they found their 5.
Or if they really got lucky, maybe at the start of the second half of this year. A little more time to figure out Vitality is what we thought everybody needed. 10 goes deep, and it's going to be Apex sidelined early yet again. We saw the Mongols break through with their first gun round on their T side. Vitality had a high hope of doing the exact same, and if you want to do it now, it's off this 4v5.
He's gotten there now.
45 seconds, TopCon smoke goes down, gives them a little room to work within it, so they thought. 910's got other ideas, and nothing comes from free at the moment.
No, these shots are filthy.
Right back to the top of Tiki, he'll go. They're gonna try to slam their way through it. Over top of the staircase goes the bomb, still just stuttering out. Senzu puts that M4 right against the smoke, and there seems to be no open room. There seems to be no solution at the moment.
11-5 for the Mongols.
We saw Mao's embarrass Vitality on the second map of that semifinals, but we thought to ourselves, that was the team who has the most reps against Vitality. The one that was slowly piecing together some kind of comfort zone. No comfort whatsoever. 910 hits another.
He doesn't miss.
Shots. And so this space dries up. He will do it all if he has to. As the others fall for him, no help is coming from Vitality. 910 calls the emergency services. Vitality lay dead ahead. There is no resuscitating this map.
Posterized for map points.
Those grins drained from their faces. We're gonna get another pop-up through connector. Is there any chance that Vitality make this a game? Is there any chance that they avoid total collapse in the face of the Mongols? Mirage their map pick, and you can see the confidence. You can feel the confidence. 910 yet again into that kill feed. Will he ever stop? Him and Senzu combining with the Ox yet again. Techno backs turn to him, and the headshots follow through. No respect. It is a Vitality that is dead on arrival. Mongols shock the world. Map 1 in their back pocket. Their dreams on the line. So let's see if they can. Because there's no doubt in my mind that they feel like a shell of themselves after that ass whooping on Mirage. Rop sits down in lower tunnels, and he will wait 3 players ahead of him. Those dual Berettas ready to roar, ready to get this game back under wraps. But instead he's toppled, and so Vitality will get a single-man advantage, and the Mongols have a chance to redirect. But not for long. Flashbang off of Catwalk, well-timed. Unfortunately, Flamesy unable to get the kill right there with it.
Yeah, they get the info, but it's only worth so much in this spot still early in the round. This duel will be the next most important. Oh, and I don't know if that's one-way street on the information, but you see, maybe it wasn't.
He's still looking. Oh my God, this is timing. This is timing.
Oh, he missed him on the pole. He could not see him.
Turns and shoots him in the back of the head, so we go 4 versus 2. Much needed pistol here, just for the spirit of Team Vitality to come alive on this second map. Because Mirage was miraculous. Not just a win for the Mongols, but a total shutdown of the world #1. But don't you remember this exact same feeling when Vitality picked up the first pistol, converted for 3 rounds, and then the Horde came running at them for the next 13?
That's right, and that's even scarier when, you think about the scoreline, it was so much propped up.
Whether that's in between rounds or in between maps, you want to be remembered as one of the greatest in-game leaders of all time, then you need to be a leader of men. You need to know the human psyche and how to pull players out of those dark pits of disappointment and self-doubt. It's made easy versus Pistols. We saw Vitality confidently taking these sorts of fights at the beginning of Mirage. They will do the exact same. We walked the same road as we did at the start of map 1. 2-0 start, Vitality.
Yes, it's clean, and there's no plant on this round like we saw last time. Money's going to come in a little bit slower. We've seen some heaters from the Mongols on Dust 2, but...
to hit this site. And off a few pieces of utility, they're ready to roll. So Apex with a FAMAS and a well-placed grenade. That is a good amount of damage across the board. Another piece of utility hits the perfect point of that pack. And now Flamesy has lost his teammates within that site. Somehow 910 connects to the headshot. Flamesy closing this distance. Wild move for him to get into the action off of the flash. It takes down the front runners. Chance of the recovery. But again, it's this early damage that's stacked against them. And so Vitality will successfully shut down that first gun round.
Yeah, that was excellent from every perspective. All the utility, all the peaks, all the teammates rotating in. Great use of the HEs here. And sometimes the Mongols, HSP is so good. You get them low, it doesn't matter. You still have to finish off the frags. Well, here they do it.
Senzu's Scout Notorious.
Might be the only team that does it with their star rifler, though.
Sure.
That's something a little different.
Ooh. Robs will get there in the end, but as he goes for the reload, it would make sense for them to pop and pounce right here, right now. Bit of a contest towards the door, held back by the mid support. Rocks back, flat, all's good.
Crushing.
For Vitality. This one, no point of entry.
Stay focused, stay alert, Mongols. This will not be easy.
It'd be one thing to step up to this challenge.
There's nothing that'll keep you focused, though, like knowing your family's up at 5 a.m. watching your game. Mezzy, there's a great tactic. Tail end of the smoke. Duo right here. Robs and Mezzy working together to stop this split. They've got to call for some help.
Here it is, double molly. Great shots from Techno. Tough job for Mezzy. And so he'll shut down the mid play, but total mid control goes over to the Mongols. They are comfortable inside of that B site. 5 rounds into play on Dust 2. And the Mongols look to secure their first. But if 910 goes down here, and he will to Apex, coming at this from the CT spawn, knowing damn well that Techno's still in tunnels, they can take the test to the bomb site in a flurry. This is Vitality trying to play in a flash, working it up, moving quickly, and killing the support away from Senzu.
It must be him.
No multi-frag this time. 5-0 straight from the favorite.
Oh, lots of good damage. Didn't find the clip off. Flamesy coming in from long was a thing that caught 910 off guard. His teammate nearly could have died rotating in from Fastcat. But we see the opening kill tactic here for Vitality. This is good active defense. This is them playing to win, absolutely. And they had a hard time holding onto the site.
Gonna take this chance blitz.
Really?
Mezzy has other ideas.
Full eyes
now all
on
of a
it
sudden,
early.
they're looking for a fast reaction. Rops lines them up, a ton of damage, and support comes over quick. Senzu gonna take a lick at it though. It's both players still with low health, and Rops has got this one box to work with. All he needs.
Oh, like a machine.
Cover, piece of cake. 4 kills.
A frame before death on that last spray. Perfect hold by Rops. And this was like moth to a flame, a little preoccupied with the idea that the push might come through. It's created the effect they're looking for.
Slightly off angle from Rops, gonna catch them off guard. Good damage off the Tech 9.
Just Mezzy.
Still no smoke for the doorway though, so Mezzy's vision good enough to duel. Ooh, they get a dink on him as well, and then this perfectly timed play on a blitz. Oh, with the low health, he gets the player in the backdrop. That is a gift from Blitz.
How are you gonna approach this? Saiwu goes to the AK.
910 playing with a Tech 9. And they're worried about somebody trying to test the extremities. Bomb's ticking though. And with both players on the kit, we've got that smoke grenade still for Saiwu. Molotov does not stop them from climbing through this window. Flamesy's gonna try to limit test. But as he does, he gets bested.
Yeah, he found it.
And that is Vitality turned away. 7 rounds into regulation. And your Mongols have broken through.
There's Blitz playing a little chess. That one molly took so much damage to throw on long. Kept the 3 long setup preoccupied for just long enough. Mezzy coming out of the B doors to watch mid. They isolated Rops. Not an easy guy to kill, whether he's alone or not, and they got him with him only taking 1 frag.
Okay, chained up here, Mohan.
Yeah, we got
Double
the RAWPZ ROPS.
Thoughts on that?
One of the hybrids on Dust 2's gotten an ace that I remember with this gun.
Ooh, all bank damage though.
Man, nobody saw anything. Uh-oh.
Oh, ROPS!
Instant trade. Great shot on Senzu.
Talk about playing with danger.
The risks that's being taken. We're talking major grand final here. The amount of smokes that are being walked through. The CTs think they can have a moment to themselves where they'll get some respect.
Not only do you have that walkout on long, but you've also got Techno into this same position that Blitz unraveled it all from, but ZywOo doesn't like just sitting back. Thing is, he took damage there, 27 additional damage done. He survives that barely, puts a smoke down in front of his counterpart who carries that bomb. And we've seen them test smokes. They're looking to try it yet again. Flamesy sliding forward into the elbow lineup, and right there for him, sitting ducks. And so now he jumps into the cover. His 10-1 score dropped to 2. Mzinho 1v3 into the op. Will he find him crouched down? Headshot to the player in the back. And that one looked damn close. But instead, Vitality find their rebound. Scoreline 7-1.
Inches away from landing that flick and putting it 2 rounds in a row together. Holding on to sides, going in for retakes now with 2 ops. This gun can become a liability.
But again, right, we get this proactive
They pulled the goalie. It's the right call.
They get out. Turning is ROPS just in time to catch it. They've got a nade out, but Mzinho goes for the cross. And so they're going to leave this open line for ROPS. And with the teammates' flash going inwards, ROPS is not going to find anything more than the 2, but it's a fast move from Mezzi behind them. They are getting pushed into this bomb site. It is the Mongols corralled, this herd with their backs turned, dealt with swiftly. Senzu's response, but he's going to find the fire in front of him, and so he's got a hold. Nade takes him down to 10, and now he looks for Mezzi's head. A triple!
From a machine gun in groups. The wallets are empty.
They need the X factor. They need that special ZywOo moment coupled here with ROPS. Senzu looking to yet again get in with impact. His support comes up from top mid.
Oh,
ZywOo with a shot that rocks Mongols for at least a moment. And in that moment, Flamesy's got his hands onto the AK-47. There are tools to be grabbed here for Vitality, but the op of 910 recovers it. That deep angle through the staircase of the tunnels, only his 4th kill of this map.
For a brief moment, they had info on all 4 players. Now
they're going back.
These will start to fan out. I don't know if this will be heard. Mzinho, will he walk into his grave? Yes.
Right when you need him. ZywOo collects a second, and with it, a gun. Recovery mission in full effect here in round 10 of the half. Still a ton of utility for 910 to get them out of here. His kill in lower tunnels is why this one's still alive. Blitz finds timing on Apex. His counterpart bested. We go back 2v2.
A left turn. Blitz comes back. Senzu here to try to catch ZywOo, and the shadow works in his favor. Now it's got to be the 1-on-2.
At the very least, Blitz will play with bomb. And at the very least, he has them separated, but that clock ticks against him quickly. This man has digged deep into Mongolia to find talent to step up to the biggest stages, and it is time for him to shine. But with Mezzi on that back of the site, his hands are busy. All Mezzi's got to do is stop this plant. He'll step forward and do it, and that is the X factor needed. That is what ZywOo does.
Absolutely perfect timing. It's never flashy with the guy who's there.
And this utility is just so well timed. Suffocating in a way, but
that's a miss.
Pistol will drop down into the CT spawn. This makes things curious. Oh! Get turned on. ZywOo does it right back. But in doing so, he's given up a chance for the push out from the catwalk, and plus now long control over for the Mongols. This is ZywOo attack from both ends. That's how you've got to best him. Together, they pinch on long. And so with lesser weapons, the Mongols put that bomb down. And a curious position here because it's a lot of money on the line for Vitality. They can take a chance at this retake. Mezzi's gonna get flashed through that smoke, and he'll get the one up close. How about the second in the background? Tries to chase him down, ROPS will clean it up. And so we go clutch to clutch yet again. This is where Techno does his best. Missed op shot means ROPS has an open door, closes in on that distance to the bomb, which is not planted for the other. So it's real damn nice that he hits it when he needs it.
Get everybody on this team up. And he can only spin around so many times. Oh, great find here.
These two going back and forth.
Yeah, brave move. It's a 2-ops. Coming in again, Mzinho has
And
one.
in contrast, very little for Vitality, but they'll put it all on the line.
He actually just hot swapped. This push.
Opens the door for Apex to push, but all close proximity. ZywOo's back out, smoke down in front of him. You want it? Techno will take him. But what they don't know about is Apex, and so he'll drop that bomb with the top mid, and then Mezzi's into the action. Now that is what we've come to expect. 9-3 on the half for Vitality.
And they played this team enough times, they knew it was going to be this difficult.
That's a tough amount of damage for Senzu to have to deal with. Little jump through blitz. Good on him for still dropping a player with him. It's tough to recover that one, but he will smoke down into the CT spawn, and the Mongols will rebuttal with one of their own on the door. Techno puts those Berettas right down beneath the window. If the tunnels player gets out, that's one thing, but backside was supposed to belong to the Mongols.
Oh, crushed.
Instead, Vitality just come raining through the window, and with that smoke still down towards CT spawn, it feels like it's a long road for Mongols to get into this site.
No, absolutely.
No, can't be any more quiet than Vitality going out of Mirage.
Yeah, you don't pull out you don't pull out victories like this without winning at least one of the pistols.
God damn, Austin. Would you look?
This is what a perfect anti-ego looks like.
Well, the Blitz is here with flashbangs, and Mzinho, if he finds a bunch of bodies blind, maybe he tears through this cat hit. And there it is, perfect flash and a bunch of damage. ZywOo's gonna be sitting on 30. Ross looks towards the reaction out middle. You can see the Mongols a bit flustered, trying to come and help their captain. Ross cutting them down to size one by one. But the Desert Eagle finds its answer. And Senzu would love to get his hands on a better gun. Blitz, scout, connects. ZywOo bested and more damage done. It's 2 health remaining here for Mezzi. And as Vitality try to push up against this site, here comes Senzu from the back line.
We got one.
Connects it through the smoke.
2 HP.
And if only he had a frag.
Mezzi has the bomb, but he doesn't have time to get to the other side. He's got to plant. Senzu, will he be able to cut him off the pass?
No, he doesn't try to stop it. Mezzi hands busy. If only he had some way to do damage without giving Mezzi the chance. The one golden shot's what Mezzi needs. He swings.
Oh!
Confidence.
What a move. He planted long plant, push towards Cat. I can't believe he took that move.
Flamesy's low as well, so the Mongols again working with less, or at the very least getting in their damage.
The easiest time to win this game is now. Mongols spending every dollar to make this happen. Damage, but no kill once again.
Just get all the damage in, but the kills are so elusive. Blitz finally able to collect one frag over top of ZywOo. He has done a great job of thrusting his team to the top of the board. Him, Rox, and Mezzi, all 17 kills apiece. But the long flank gets caught out again. Mzinho is bested in a critical duel that'll give man advantage back over to Vitality. Can't forget about that early damage, though. Could damn well be the reason Mongols try to extend play here on Dust 2.
Looking for one more aggressive move. They bought some time on the clock. Famas gets a frag, no refrag, however. And they cheat over to the site that Vitality were thinking about going to, but they've got time to change. This one might come to their captain.
Oh, they go raw duel, head to head.
And here it is, Apex versus Blitz.
All right. Apex has got the health to work with. Blitz is gonna get mollied out of this position, but he will hit that headshot, burnt to a crisp. The kills, they're right here for the taking! Whoa! A wall bang that could have been, but we go one step closer to overtime. The first step of a massive ask. I hate even saying the word out loud.
I mean, especially versus Vitality, who's ever made that comeback so far. Oh, wow, I can't believe it, man. Blitz is just so comfortable moving into all of these spots.
Again, though, trying not to throw him under the bus. And ZywOo stops rattling those shots off, but Vitality still taking their time, silently getting up into the tunnels. The Mongols have no idea. This is going to be a B-site retake, whether the Mongols know it or not.
No, they get the info. Blitz makes the call, I think, executive decision here. No one's exiting the back of long, and they took too long to actually get into the site. They're gonna get met in the door.
All right, little hesitation. Battle's here to be had. Senzu hits the headshot. There's the recovery. A slight hesitation from Vitality gave that chance back over, but you've allowed ZywOo to attack the flank, and you have allowed the best team in the world to rebuttal.
There's no consistency right now at this event for Vitality on this map.
Which is just so bewildering to say about the team that has been the embodiment of consistency throughout the first half of 2025. How is it that Inferno remains so elusive at the most important event of the season?
Oh, the guy with all the utility just popped up, took out Mezzi, and pushed the other CT back. Rop's looking for his way back in, but he's letting them go.
Whoa.
Oh, there's Senzu down. That's a nice find.
Give me more of that. Mzinho kind of stuck into this corner.
But he could just hold him back. He knows his power right now. Let's see how they fight this. Rops. Bullet between the eyes from long range. Apex playing retake. Good spot here for the Mongols. Lost 2 pistols last time. Will they make up for it?
This B-site needs some improvement. This map needs some improvement. As far as Vitality's camp's concerned, we've got 1 kit here for Rops for the retake. You've got an incendiary and you've got a smoke grenade. Small pieces of a big puzzle with massive ramifications. Early momentum is what Vitality need to weaponize. And right now they want to get this retake going.
I think Zywo missed the molly because the flash.
910's going to try to swing out from the pool. He's got Techno to work with. 2 kills from the back of the site. Flames, he's got the answer with a couple of his own. And this player up close is not going down. It's a nice fight. Techno, another one in hand, denied. But there's no time for this. Apex has got to run. He grabs the kit back up. And it's Mzinho to lock it in. The Mongols will start this T-side run with a pistol.
Are ahead right now in this final. They got this pistol. They secured that site. This first pick, again, full kit of utility. 1 bullet ruins Mongol's day. All that utility comes into effect as they take the site. They have their cake and eat it too. A knife kill.
What a time to start sprinkling in the swagger. Thing is, though, he's still working with a good amount of grenades, so he will refresh that smoke. But we've seen a lot, I think, throughout this series of the Mongols kind of pushing the limits on smoke grenades.
The thing is, sometimes you see a smoke like this and you don't believe anything, because would you block if there was a flank coming in?
Right.
You'd want to leave it open. I wouldn't be surprised if they run through this.
5-7, off of the flashbang. This is good from Apex. Slows it down for a second, allows for the other pistols to arrive in time.
He's waiting for a flash.
Mezzi's gonna just jump on through. He's got teammates around him, and those are frazzled Mongols players. MP9 unable to get the next one. This is Blitz with a big multi-kill already. 3 frags to his name, but you've got Zywo into the clutch. Player over towards the pillars trying to get his hands busy. Zywoo's got a chance. And when there's a chance, there's a clutch for Zywo. He is the pillar of Vitality. I feel like within this series, there's been so many small mid-round moments where either team is just kind of taking that broad to their enemy, and this last round's such a great example of it again. Zywo off short, Rops up into the apartments.
No kill off that, but they run through the nades. They're going all the way.
They're going strong. They're trying to catch Vitality entirely off. This is the kind of decision that could actually have further ramifications. It is a massive hole inside of this B site.
Oh, the counter util is fantastic. Running back and committing to the run back and falling back on their utility. Doing everything well here, not a single death.
The Mongols thought that the element of surprise was going to be enough for this 4th round. Instead,
what they needed was someone to start Hobbit. The triple need to take him out, and then they could run over the site, but no one was there. It was a solid call on the anti-eco setup here for Vitality. Apex can be proud of his teammates for where they used their utility from, how much space they gave up, but they knew where to draw the line. But you don't have the util. Go forward with any kind of exact, but you know what? They're actually crawling up quite quickly.
Again, trying to play with timing, but just the contrast. Much slower this time around. Zywo's going to catch the kill over towards the A site. That's the backup plan of the Mongols going south. And if the Vitality players aren't giving you a thread to pull on, then try to get tricky. That's what we see here with this blitz boost. Senzu loves to test these smokes, and he's looking to do it again.
Oh,
and that's going to catch them. Mezzi on the recovery. He had a multi-kill last round when they played it fast, but look at the radar. Look how far away they are.
He peeled back immediately.
Mezzi, that is what they needed. A lineup on players that didn't have armor. It's made that much easier for Mezzi, but it's just that fast move that could have, maybe should have broken down this defense. Techno's been a hell of a clutch, but with 3 players, I don't think so. Majority stand tall for Vitality. 4-1 lead early days. Best move towards Banana. Techno's got his pocket. Gets burned out of this though. At least he finds sanctuary within that smoke, but he is just zoned at the moment. Lucky to still be standing. Apex gonna hunt him down within that one as they leave a player still committed to the Banana. in the absence of any follow-up down banana, we do get the Mongols, who look damn adamant about trying this one again. Still, a little bit of utility to come out for Vitality. They've kept the coffers well stocked for this. Challenge through the smoke goes down flat as hell. Flamesy looking for temporary cover as Apex is here to relieve the pressure.
Oh, it's pristine.
Just absolute excellent B-site defense.
Get excited, Apex, because that is dream level play here from your team.
It's the reaction of a man who's starting to believe. Very awkward for Flamesy, but I'll just say the fact he gets away with that.
Yeah, that just shows you how good the flashes are.
Another testament to the strong utility. Remember the last time that Mongols tried to hit up this A site, it was that ZywOo short side Rops in apps defense that just pushed forward and attacked at the right time. Again, they're trying to change it up. Great kill from Mzinho!
2, that's the whole site.
That's what they needed, right? The first instance of an X factor that comes out from the attack.
That's their way in.
You can boost over top of the smoke and you can still catch them off guard. They do exactly that with the fading bullets of that magazine. Mezzi connects onto Techno and the 910 slides down into the site, but he still doesn't even have a kill.
The best upgrade he can find is a Tech 9. We're talking about Amalia and Mzinho.
M4 for the player over in pit.
That one buys him some time towards short, but Mzinho, he's gonna have to do so much here.
Trying to go for the reposition, trying to find that timing. They hear the feet burning.
No way!
No way! This young gun steps up immensely. Apex will try to find the exits. The Mongols needed an answer. And by God, we found it.
Give it up for Mzinho. Both entries with a Tech 9 out of Halls. Versus who? Rops and ZywOo of all people.
Wow. And then the lineup.
Yeah. And they overall owned it on Mirage.
This is a change-up in the A setup in anticipation of another attempt to take down this bomb site. Mezzi's gonna get flashed in and he will drop the ball. There was no answer back. Rops leans further away from his earlier perch positions. ZywOo over towards the arch side, turns just in time.
What a pick
Gets
off.
a second chance. Blitzko cracks it open from the arch side. And we're gonna go 2 versus 2 with the B-site defenders halfway here. Flamesy still playing around on arch. In the time that it'll take Apex to get into play, Flamesy takes a glance over towards the front of brackets.
And 910's going graveyard. This is a big... Oh, he runs back, actually.
Still with 0 kills. Gets a flash of the presence over towards the library. Apex just dancing with the devil. 910 wounded down to 32. Flamesy getting ever closer. Apex getting away with a robbery. Senzu from the back aside. Leading by example. What a treat. Look at this B defense. Oh, Vitality's starting to feel a little confident with this consecutive A pressure that's been coming out.
I swear the problem with them, playing against them, they're so hard to condition. I mean, something can work 3-4 times in a row, they'll still try to go for it.
I was thinking to myself, maybe they think that Mongols have less than they do. Trying to get aggressive like that.
And after this map, if he wins, we'll grab that chip. Not something you want to think about, but...
Slides out when he has to, gives himself a flash to do it again. And Senzu's able to dodge that flash, so the trade is good, if not a little delayed. We're gonna have pressure on this site again. You've got Apex within it, you've got Rops over towards the pit, and the support towards spawn. In the off chance that they try to take it into CT would have been one thing. Apex gonna have to go massive again. And he's getting in with the damage, a fast reposition, no way! He is tapping into something integral.
He's brutalizing them.
But he is barely standing. And his timing could be to a T.
They won't know about this.
Turned. Unsure about the boost. It's a fast recovery from Flamesy, but there's still an open gate. Blitz has got the bomb out middle, waiting for this kind of a peek. Him and Mzinho are gonna get it. Will Mezzi find these again from the same position as last round? Finds one and leaves.
They could keep the game alive with this round. 3-on-3. Rob's coming in from behind as usual. Gets spotted. Mzinho takes him down.
And Mezzi's got the gap. Whoa, he's not able to collect the kill. But that does give Flamesy a chance back towards sight, and already a good smoke to work in front of. That's just the right amount of cover, but they're still gonna play for the bracket side. They don't know where exactly the Mongols stand. And
that smoke.
That is gonna leave a massive gap on top of the route that Flamesy's already created for himself, but he opts to go around the barrels. And that is already Senzu locked in. You've got half health of the two players. You've got Mezzi trying to tap back into his ability to clutch. Not this time. A-side falls again. At the very least, it's a 3-round T-side for the Mongols.
Honest Dave's work on that round to get up to the top of Banana, take over control, get back to mid. But on a sliver angle, he'll actually try to rotate around. Now it's on Mezzi once again.
Yes,
Rob's
sir.
in the mini pit to support him.
Zaiwu, Hail Mary. Rob's head down in the little pit for now. Mzinho about to emerge out from the apartments, and Robs is going to be standing down beneath him. Mezzi looking like a shell of himself, but first it's back turn. There's Mzinho with the drop and no scope at Zaiwu. What is happening? Mezzi in the corner, dealt with.
Another no scope.
Going gut shot to gut shot, back and forth. Finally a man advantage for the retake. We've seen it come out 2v2. 11 health for 910 makes a world of difference. He has second thoughts. A chance to reload that op, but the element of surprise, it's coming out from Apex, and he will catch Mzinho. So now with 11 HP, he is gonna have to pull this out from the same place. Apex found his impact. Fantastic flash. No chance this time. Vitality take 8.
The flank round was so perfect there from Apex to come up through the halls. As you can see from Mzinho, he missed the one moment on Library out in CT.
You are fucking insane! I love the way to say it. I want this match up with you, boys! Let's go! Let's go, boys! Fucking get it, boys.
You can hear the ecstasy. It's a party over there for Vitality, keeping the energy up, and look at Apex go, 15-4.
Chance and Banana steps up to the test. A little bit delayed to put the smoke down. And so the recovery for the Mongols, again, just cheesing the side of these smokes, getting away with something, trying to head back towards middle.
I'd love to see the head-to-head between Mzinho and the A players, whoever it is. Robs, Zaiwu, he's getting out there.
Oh God, roll this into momentum. Zaiwu floating around Robs. This position gets spammed, and he's gonna get dinked in the process. Yeah, it's not nearly as comfortable. Rob's still able to get the double. And with the smoke in front, Mezzi opens, bomb plants in the middle, and 910 has to cover. There's a good amount of health now this time, but he only has 2 kills on this third map. 910's performance is betraying him. The stars of the Mongols that got them here have bottomed out. It is now or never. 910 unable, and Vitality, there's their 9th.
A map that they have gone the distance on versus Vitality.
First and foremost, smoked off of Brackets. Brackets was such a key piece of the Mongols T side. For better or not, Blitz taking early damage. Might not bode well, but you've got Mzinho, and he's only gonna find his single kill. 910 up next, clean sweep of the site. Again, it is Mezzi to step up.
Oh, they absolutely ran through that Mezzi. 16-8 off this 3K. 2 players left alive here for the Mongols.
Senzu takes a look towards Pit, and they will cut the head off this snake.
They're gonna
Vitality.
have to Bernie if they win this, man. Winning a 2v4 retake on the A side, it's unheard of.
Nobody slithering here for Vitality. They just lock into their corners. They allow the retake to come to them. Senzu gets another. Zaiwu's gonna close it. It may have been opened up by Mezzi, but it's Vitality stars to shut it down. Double digits in an instant. It takes the greatest teams in history a long time to learn how to win. Look at Astralis. 2024 was a year marked by disappointment for Vitality and yet promise. The thought of Mongols pulling this one out of the hat would have been nothing shy of a Cinderella story. And Senzu tries to tap into that fairy tale with a smoke spam back site, at least a hope at holding off this B site. Bomb yet to be planted and smoke soon to fade. And there is more utility where that first one came from. If the Mongols want to take a swing at this, now feels like the time. But they're gonna let Mzinho get into the flank first, and as he gets ever closer, he's gonna make contact versus Zaiwu, who has the advantage of the Galil. Damage goes both directions, but the Mongols have to make a difficult decision. Do you try? Do you put your entire major on the line? Dreams wielded in this clutch attempt towards B, shut down by the best. 910 versus 3 denied, and Vitality will secure themselves 9 championship points.
Something that we didn't think was possible in CS2, to put on an era.
Ooh, fire beneath him. Gonna give him a little lifeline. Flamesy actually kills Blitz in the process. That one goes down towards middle, so a successful endeavor out from the Mongols on B. Every round they play from here on out will be without the score in mind. Counter-Strike is played round by round, kill by kill, click by click. And with 9-10 finding a couple more kills, these rifles that they have barely found in their hands could damn well extend play. Flamesy, birthday boy. You gotta play to win if you want it. And you can see Blitz doing exactly that with this quick little look down mid, but nothing over towards alt for him to pull on. They peel it back. Zol, that's what they're looking for, but Mezzi's got the fast answer. And how many more times is Mezzi gonna be the key to overwhelming sights?
I don't think anyone's overtaking him right now. 19-10, still going. Aging like wine in this match. Can't decide what's the utility to use here at the top of Banana.
You've got the Mongols split in a minute. You've got their backs against the ropes.
9-10. Up to the plate, whether he knows it or not.
Sits here with a flash and incendiary for Mzinho. Mzinho's gonna try to go for the peak, and he's gonna collect himself 2 kills. Good thing he didn't have a nade out. Good thing the Mongols aren't done yet. Round by round, piece by piece. And you can see that Mongols tethering going down so nicely, ready to respond to the action.
They're buying 9-10 time. He gets on the op now, and that's a 5th kill for him.
Remember where he was, folks. 4 kills, 16 deaths for 9-10 at the start of this one. That op is online, but the answer's already coming through. Flamesy, that's a couple of kills. That is a vacant A-bomb site, but obviously at the moment they don't know it. And 9-10 was floating around here, so they're thinking he's not too far off. It would be an absolute tragedy for this to be the round that slips through their hands.
They want to fully avoid this. Rops looking for an upgrade, it feels like.
No way Flamesy does it all, right? There is no world where he goes beyond these 2 kills.
They know he's around here.
That M4 over towards the library. Rops soon to jump down into the site. Flamesy given a chance. That is a trio of frags. He is trying to take over the server on his day. 9-10 into the bomb site, missed shot. And now we're talking about a post plan with an incredibly clutch player still alive.
This could be it.
Helping hands offered over by Rops. A round opened by Flamesy.
Techno approaching 100 HP, all the weight of the world on his shoulders.
So much clutch in his coffers, we know it. But Vitality, give him the space, and nobody's gonna swing just yet. They take their time. Sweet time. Techno into the 2. He's got them both. But he doesn't find bomb immediately. Lucky he's got the kit. Luckily, he's got the clutch.
Is this one more chance that 9-10 needed? Or will it rest on a miss? Rops goes down inside of the halls.
No easy feat killing Rops inside the apartments. But what we haven't seen is this B-site truly tested. And so they start to lean over. Techno stepping into the front of the site, but as he goes down, Senzu gives up his position with the trajectory of that nade. And he thinks about it. But he's at the very least allowed 1 to cross over. That is Mezzi with footing on site. That is the bomb to follow suit.
2 CT still on the A site. They don't believe this just yet. Smoke will go down and so will the plant.
Zywoo's gonna plant it.
Flamesy takes a lot of damage.
Vitality no longer hands busy. 3 rounds down, it was 6 to go. And it is all hands on deck for the Mongols. It is only flashbangs for this retake. Flamesy right back into the kill feed. It is another triple from the young star of Vitality. Zywoo's gonna lean back into the site. Mezzi awaiting, now he sees the barrel. He's got himself the kill. And so 1 frag out. 9-10 from the bottom of the scoreboards will be haunted by this performance unless, and it is not to be, for it is the bees. Today is the day of Vitality.
They make it happen. They complete the season. They get a chip for everyone.
And there is no denying that in the anatomy of Vitality, apex and greatness are only one Bonaparte. Love him or hate him, you have to respect him because this man is a leader of men. Dan Matisklaer has sharpened the deadliest Counter-Strike weapon we have ever seen. Zywoo is extraordinary. And his evolution into the greatest of all time is truly underway. From the day he was born, this was his destiny. In Austin, they will seize their crown jewel. Your Blast Austin Major Champions, Team 5,000!